Chuck and Norris. You know Chuck Norris?
We do, and Jackie Chan is coming to town next week. Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Downtown, Paphos. It's not a perfect day, although it is a spectacality of a day indeed. This is the very, very end of the Paphos Harbour, and there's one or two big boats parked up waiting especially for you. That is the Paphos Promenade just over yonder, and of course on top of all of that I have brought with me the most beautiful woman in the world, and of course her name is Miss Orchin Gracivia Labouf.
Hello everybody, how nice to see you again and again. And I would love to sing one special song for a special gentleman. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Lord Mike. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my goodness.
I would like to say a very, very happy birthday, our dearest Lord Mike. Let this day will be shiny, unforgettable, beautiful, only for you, because you are a man that we loved to bits, and we always will. And we know that so many people loving you as well, as like your lady, your darling daughter, Lady Neil, Ali, and your husband, Mr. Neil. I'm really, really worried to tell you, to wish you all this, because it's coming from the bottom of my heart. And I always was saying to myself and to Mr. Paul, what a lovely gentleman. So my dearest, our dearest Lord Mike, we're wishing you all the best on your that happy day, very many returns, and all day should be that brilliant, that amazing for you. And remember that we're loving you, especially today, and greeting you from the bottom of our two hearts and this warmest luxury island of love, just for you today.
We are indeed. Big, big shout out and a very, very happy birthday indeed to the one and only in downtown Norfolk. Oh yeah, there's one or two of you living there, Lord Mike. And a big shout out to Lady Ali, of course the partner in her crimes, Sir Neil. And of course there is another dad involved as I fall over and break my neck. His name is Sir Brian.
So Brian, and all these friends and nearest people and your family will always make sure that this very day, your special day, will be unforgettable, that very little bit more special just for you. I know that they will, and you will feel yourself as happy as you never ever been. We hope so, and it will be so. We know that.
We do indeed. Now, we're at the very, very end of the Paphos Harbour. There is quite simply views to die for. Feast your eyes and digest. Look at that. Downtown Paphos Promenade. All the way out towards the hotels and of course the coastal pathway. Out into the blueness of the blue Mediterranean Sea. And we all understand that there's one or two things that are always for sure in downtown Paphos. That sky, it's looking pretty blue. The sea, oh my goodness, that's looking blue. And of course on top of all of that, Mr. Paul, he's dressed head to toe in blue. So that must mean one thing. All that is missing is
you, of course you, our dearest guests of the channel and members of family. And today of course our Lord Mike is having a brilliant day, and of course Lord Mike, we're missing you too. So get yourself on the big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy. That's because we all impatiently waiting just for you.
We are indeed. Now, Gracivia Labouf, I must say that you are looking exceptionally beautiful. That could be for that superstar, of course, Lord Mike. Can we have a twirl? There we are, twirling in the downtown Paphos Harbour, especially for you. Drop it in the comments. Do you like Miss Ochingwesilabu's outfit? Dame Anne, the girl in charge of the show, what do you think of that little jacket? Unfortunately, that cost me a couple of bob, but I must say, it does look very, very nice indeed. The detail on the buttons alone takes my breath away, and quite a few euros of mine as well.
I always knew that I have to be looking very radiation.
Radiating.
I remember
Radiance.
No radiation. No, I don't want radiations. I have been in Chernobyl, by the way, many years ago, as just it happened, that accident. But I hope I don't have radiation. Radiant, I would like to be looking. It's because me and you, Mr. Paul, quite already created this beauty, the channel and the lovely areas around, especially me, must be looking that very attractive. If you agree with me, please knock at the screens and write to Mr. Paul that he's doing well, dressing me that well.
Let's hope so. And of course, on that note, if you do like what you see, hit that like, click that subscribe. Don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness. And of course, if you want to keep the channel afloat, why not go and hunt us down on that Buy Me a Coffee platform. That's where you could gift us that virtual coffee or two as a thank you, as a gesture of goodwill. You can also join us as a superstar member, starting off at only €10 a month. That's all it costs to get yourself a special title, and of course to get yourself now a little bit closer to Marika and me. And of course, you can also gift us a little bit of chump change via the YouTube itself in the comments by using the thanks button.
I remember once I was jumping like a silly monkey to one of the boats, little boats, and somewhere here my umbrella went. It's gone to South Africa.
Well, it's gone off somewhere,
Australia,
that's for sure.
Or Israel. Well, everywhere we now, in most of the places we have a family members. We don't call you subscribers. We really don't like the word subscribers. It's very usual, it's very common. For us, you only the family members. So I was telling you about that family members are everywhere. And if they only could dive, they would find my black and white umbrella, which I'm still in love with.
Yes, indeed. But luckily, we've got one or two family members who got on big birds and flew out to Paphos and brought one or two umbrellas with them. Lady Andrea, thank you very, very much. And of course, Lady Ness, thank you very, very much. That's Ochingwesilabu's favourite umbrella at the moment. Behind us is the Ocean Blue, one of the boats that docks up in Paphos. Next door to that is one of its sister ships, and that is the Sea Star. Both of these are operated by Paphos Sea Cruises. They've got one or two big boats in the Paphos Harbour, and of course they've got the big boy itself. That's the Ocean Vision. If you want to go on a great private cruise, one of these two ships could be that special boat for you. Go and have a word with Sexy Roxy and of course Major Tom in the harbour, or go and hunt them down on the Tinternet, paphosseacruises.com.
I remember once, me and Mr. Paul, it was last year, we went to Ayia Napa, you remember, Mr. Paul? And somewhere there we went to see this beautifully done new buildings, apartments, flats, and they were overlooking its own port. These all apartments were overlooking its own port, parking places for your own boat. And if you had such a life, would you ever die?
Probably not, but you're going to need a few million to go and buy something in the Ayia Napa marina. If you keep coming back now and again, we do exit Paphos and we do travel up the coastline. Sometimes we go to Limassol. Google Limassol Marika and me in the search bar, or Google Ayia Napa Marika and me in the search bar. And now and again, we even pop down to Paphos. Oh my goodness. But don't tell Mr. George from Cyprus Insights. He's a superstar, and of course we met him last week on camera. And one of these days, as agreed, we're going to pop down to Paphos and twinkle our little toes in his rather nice swimming pool in downtown Paphos.
Lovely guy, Mr. George, wishing you all the best in your career, all this success in your job and whatever you started. let it be coronized with a success, luck and best future.
Yes, indeed. Downtown Paphos Harbour, the part that you don't normally see. This is where the bigger boats are parked up, and this is where the marine police are parked up. Now, if you're naughty, they're going to catch you, they're going to beat you. You never know, they may even shoot you. As we start to arc round, we're going to come to the area in the summer where we have expeditions and shows and of course craft fairs and all those kind of things. And as they come online, of course, we're going to bring you down and share the beauty and the spectacality of the little area known as downtown Paphos. But as we arc round, we're going to show you one or two little fishing boats. They're all in dock at the moment because they like to go out with the cover of darkness, yeah, and they hoodwink all the fishies into their nets, bring them back in, save one or two for the mums and dads, sell most out to the restaurants, and of course Paphos Harbour restaurants are going to fry them up, cook them up, boil them up, especially for you. Let's have a word with her.
I don't understand. Every time we're here, you're talking whether about cooking, boiling, snacking, cheating, I don't know, beating somebody, and it's all boiling in a one big kettle or casserole where nobody understands what is what actually. So in one part you're scaring the boys, never scare the boys. In another part you're cooking, you're grilling, you're doing. Are you going to feed us or what?
Well, you never know. We might go and see Lord Andros in the Pelican restaurant and see if we can twist his arm that little bit to get a bite to eat. As promised, here comes some of the little fishing boats parked up all neatly, and if you stick with us, we're going to work our way around and we're going to stop and perhaps read one or two of the names. Just over there is the Paphos Castle. Yep, that's what it's called, although technically it's actually a fort, because I remember a superstar. Yep, Mr. Ian, we haven't forgotten you. He Googled it for us and he told us that, of course, if it is a castle, that meant it was residential. But if there was troops, soldiers, that meant it was a fort. So technically, it is actually the Paphos Fort. But hey, don't go and upset Donis. That's the man in charge of the show. Of course, that's the greatest mayor in the world, because he will, well, probably deport you, because that is Paphos Castle. Just over yonder is the brand new sunset viewing point, and of course just over there is the first little eating establishment on the Paphos Harbour.
Well, you know, I always understanding and used to understand one thing, that when you come closer to this fort area, so many people doing this beautifully done, it's actually very old, but this is a beauty of it. They are what
popping
they are
in
doing.
and having a look.
Popping in is like very, very simple, but the way they are looking at every single meter and square meter of this building, they are making a beautiful pictures. You can tell that they are amazed, and sort of they going in back in 15th, 14th, was it both?
I think it was around about 14th century. I think that's correct.
14th century. Can you imagine? 14th
A long time
century.
ago.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we went there as well, and it was amazing.
We did, and back then, of course, I even had hair. But if you want to see us go in the Paphos Castle, again, search in the YouTube search bar, Paphos Castle, Marika and me, and you'll see us wandering around and walking across that little bridge, like those people about to cross the palm of the gentleman in his little house with €2.50. But if you are older than 65, and one or two of us are, aren't we? You can pop in there and show them an ID, passport, and of course then you are allowed to go in for free. That is the Paphos Fort, the Paphos Castle, and it really is a nice little adventure for an hour or so. And of course you can climb up to the top, get some great views and some fantastic pictures and great memories of your time in downtown Paphos.
I know Lord Michael would be led there twice or 3 times in an hour, as many times as he wanted to be. It's because he's 29, and we wish you more than 3 or 4, 5 times more than to become 29 again, because we're loving you. And this video, of course, only about you. We're showing the places, we're going and talking about different things, but the idea and meaning of the video is you, our dearest Lord Michael. And we know that your beautiful and darling daughter, Lady Ali, she will make all her best in order to bring that very insureness in yourself, that you are the best dad in the world. And we know it's true.
We do know it's true. We've met you, and of course we're looking forward to meeting you again, because we know the flights are booked, the villa is booked, you'll be dancing, you'll be prancing in and around Coral Bay very, very soon indeed. And of course, hopefully you're going to come down to the Paphos Harbour and we're going to accost you, that is for sure. Here we are, that is the brand new sunset viewing point just over there, and of course that is the first little establishment in the Cape of Paphos Harbour if you're going the wrong way, and that is the Da Vinci Galata area, and that's where you get ice cream, crepes, soft drink, coffees galore, and it really is a great place indeed. We're going to say thanks for watching, and of course if you do like what you see, hit that like, click that subscribe. Don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness, and don't forget to go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. That's where you could gift us that virtual coffee or two, or perhaps even join us as a Superstar member at only €10 a month, or why not gift us a couple of bob via the Super Thanks on YouTube itself.
And I would like to thank you, our dearest people, for being with us, for thanking us, for supporting us, for greeting and meeting us, for all your effort, and every step and every single of yours is very valuable. We would like to say also, remind you to come back and see, please come back and see another of our madnesses. Don't forget to click and subscribe also, and we, in turn of ours, we will never call you subscribers. As we said before, you are becoming our family members. Don't forget that we're loving you to bits and kissing you from the bottom of our two hearts, and especially our dearest Lord Michael. Again and again, wishing you all the best in the life, our dearest Michael. Mike, and thanking and thanking you again and again.
Thanks for watching. Of course, we'll see you again somewhere in and around Paphos, in particular in the Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. If you're looking for us, this is where you're going to find us. And of course, as the spring nights come and the summer crescendos, you're going to find us in the Pelican restaurant. And guess what? We're waiting especially for
you, and we wish you were here. Many kisses and bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you again very, very soon indeed.